In the last two videos, we covered breathing and emphasizing. Now let's talk about phrasing, the third part of our breathe, emphasize, phrase strategy of how I relearn to speak. If you've had speech therapy, chances are you've learned how to phrase, and that's great. Now let's take it to the next level. We're talking about phrasing strategically to make it an art form. By doing so, you gain control of your breathing and build a rhythm, which makes speaking so much easier. The art of phrasing comes in developing a rhythm as you phrase. When I first noticed that I was developing a rhythm, it felt comforting, almost intoxicating. I soon adopted the mindset that the more I talked, the more relaxed I would become. The whole process of breathe, emphasize, phrase is really a virtuous circle. The more I phrased, I discovered another great benefit of the process. You can vary the length of your phrase to make speaking easier. For example, I noticed that when I felt unsure of my speech and would start to stutter more heavily, I could reduce my stuttering by shortening my phrases, breathing more effectively, and emphasizing more words. Peppering my speech with short phrases and more active intonation give me more pauses to get my breathing into line and develop a rhythm. Once I felt more confident, I could lengthen my phrases a bit, but I always like to throw in some short phrases with heavy emphasis to build and maintain a rhythm. You hear it now, don't you? I usually speak in rhythm. It's not by accident. I don't really think about it anymore. It just comes naturally now. Here's another benefit of phrasing. It enables you to compartmentalize your stuttering. Just as a top-flight quarterback can throw a seemingly disastrous interception and come back in the next series to lead his team to victory, you can too with your speech. How? With phrasing. Just as quarterbacks live one play at a time, I adopted the mindset that I lived one phrase at a time. This mindset kept me from letting a stutter on one phrase lead to long periods of labored speech. Stutter on one phrase, big deal. There's another phrase coming right behind it. Make that phrase your victory dance. Don't let an interception get to you. Just move on to the next phrase. That's how you start living one phrase at a time.